Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Wine and Wellness, the early edition. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today. So, I'm going to have an amazing and special guest. I know that y'all are like, wait a minute, it's only 3. It's a little early, but for good reason because our guest today is in the UK, and so for her, it's 9 o'clock at night. So we're about to talk about mastering hip and butt augmentations, and we're going to be able to answer any questions y'all have. So I'm super excited to get into it with you guys. We're going to give her a minute to join us. And also, y'all know on Wednesdays I normally be doing my wine. It's wine and wellness, but it's early, so I don't have a drink for y'all today. I'm drinking coffee to keep myself up and going. But I hope that you are about to get somewhere comfortable so you can have your wine. All right, so it's 1 in California. Yes, it is. It's nice and early in California. It's 1 there. It's 3 here in Texas, and it is 9 o'clock in the UK. So we're going to be talking to Nita. She is one of the speakers at our summit. I'm super excited for you guys to learn more from her because she is an expert when it comes to augmentation, fillers, things that I traditionally wouldn't teach because my license doesn't say that I can be an injector. So when we put together this year's summit, we had so many people asking us questions as far as, oh my gosh, can I, do the summit? Can I learn about injections? Am I able to do this? Am I able to do that? And we had a lot of people asking us questions. So we said, okay, let's get together and put a program together for people who want a little bit more, who can do injections. So that is what today is all about. We're also going to have a giveaway. Y'all know, stay to the end. We will have a special giveaway for you guys. And we're really excited. If you have not yet bought your ticket for the summit, you guys need to get on it because as of October the 2nd, the price goes up on the tickets, y'all. So definitely make sure that you are ready. All right. Okay, so there she is, Miss Nita. Let's get her on here. All right, y'all. Give her a second to join. Okay. Here we go. Y'all know whenever we're getting people in and getting people started, sometimes it takes a minute for them to join. Let's see. All right. So I'm looking at all these different people from all these different places. I'm excited to have you guys. And y'all know that if you have not been on Wine and Wellness, y'all need to be joining because each week we're going to talk to y'all about more specific things. And today this one's going to be more of a technical conversation because I know so many people have questions when it comes to doing injections. So just waiting on you to join. All right, let's see. It says Nita is unable to join. Let me send it to, let me see. Live with Nita. She's there. She's got to get in. So give her a second, you guys. There
Hi.
we go. Hi.
Everyone. Sorry about that. We just was a delay in connecting.
Oh,
I'm
that's
here
okay.
now.
That's okay. You're here. I told everybody, I said, look, it's 9 o'clock in the UK. So we got people out in California. They're like, it's 1 o'clock. I was like, but it's late in other places. So we're excited. Thank you
I
guys
know.
for joining us at 3 instead of our late time. So welcome, Nita. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How have you all been over there preparing for our
Oh,
exciting
good.
summit?
Look busy getting ready for you to join us here in the US. We're super excited to have you.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you. I'm looking forward
so
to coming over.
first and foremost, tell everybody who you are. You are amazing. You do so many different things. So introduce yourself to the audience.
Hi, everyone. So maybe some of you may know me. I'm Nita McAvoy. I'm the master trainer for the Lemon Bottle Global and European program. I pioneered it, I designed it, developed their first gold standard training program, and the rest have been modelled off of that. And I've had the pleasure of working with them from before they became viral throughout their whole journey, and I'm still with them. And I'm a teacher for all aesthetic injectable treatments. I'm a licensed practitioner in the UK, and I teach injection mastery. So I teach the injection techniques for all the dermal filler types, all the biostimulator types, stimulator types, skincare treatments that get results. And I'm fortunate to we've got an artistic streak in our family, which I have luckily inherited, so I can see things very aesthetically, and in a way that I can improve and beautify and get balance. And I humbly share that with my students, so and pass it on through my training programs.
And that's important when you're building like the hip dips and everything else. You got to have that vision.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about that class, because I did mention to everybody that you are coming to the U.S. and that you would be here at the summit, but I have not told them why. So there's a couple of different things that you're going to be doing while you're here. So let's talk about some of those.
Okay, so I'm coming out. I'll be doing two things. Thank you for inviting me as your guest speaker. I'll be talking about informed consent, and I'm here to help the practitioner. Yes, we want to keep the client safe, but on the summit, I am here to help you as the practitioner to tighten up informed consent, because we're living in a culture right now where expectations can be a little bit way out, and it's about managing them and protecting yourself so that you don't get unnecessary headache and silly little complaints and chargeback attempts and things like that. And
Yes,
so it's
yeah.
to protect you being able to have a healthy business, and wellness, so that you can operate your business. You've got the right protection in place, all the right wording, and how to do it is what I'm going to
Yes.
teach for my talk, and the legalities around it. So I'll be teaching that, but that'll be on my talk. And then we've got the class, which will be really exciting, and it's the hip dip and butt filler. So butt filler and hip dip augmentation class, and I'll be teaching you injection mastery on that and how to create a beautiful buttock. And I know that there's practitioners that love the UK techniques and what we're doing over here.
Yes.
So what I'm doing is bringing the UK to Houston. So I'm bringing our techniques over to you, so you don't have to travel to us. We're
Yes.
coming over to you, and I'll be teaching how to do that. I know it's very well in demand, and do you know what? Let's talk business. It's a straightforward treatment if you know how to do it well, and
Yes.
I talk well, and you've got the right technique,
Yep.
and there's a good healthy profit margin. So what I'll also be doing is that I'm going to open up the products that you can use, and some of them are widely available in the United States and are FDA approved. So
Okay.
I'll be giving you the knowledge on that, especially for the biostimulators. For the clients that don't want dermal filler but want biostimulators, which is growing their own collagen in the area, there is a couple of more products than just Sculptra. So I'm going to leave that for the summit for you to
Yes.
discover when you meet me.
Yes, but I love that you said that, because a lot of people, when they hear butt filler, they hear Sculptra, but there are more, you guys. There are other ones that you can use that will give you beautiful results as well. So you're not just going to learn the traditional Sculptra filler, you're going to learn a wide array of different things that you can use.
And let's
So why is
face it, yeah, we want more bang for our buck, and we want
yes.
a product freedom as well. So I've got the tips and tricks for that.
And so why is now a good time to add the hip and butt augmentation to your practice if you're not doing it yet?
Well, look, lots of reasons. We're fast forwarding into a culture where treatments are accessible. It's not just for the wealthy. We can all access treatments, right?
Yeah.
We we are in a culture where we're taking care of our health. We want to look good. Why shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Why should we age gracefully? It's not for everybody. I don't want
Right.
to age gracefully. I say disgracefully all the way and looking fabulous each time while we're at it, right? And
Yes.
people are quite mindful of their bodies, healthy exercise, and the body contouring treatments are very popular, and I've seen it with lemon bottle and the success of that. And so it's just like it's an additional non-surgical intervention to enhance your appearance and tweak certain areas that might
Yes.
be bothering you. And it's in demand and it's growing and it's fast growing. So this is a really good time and a really good opportunity to be able to access lots of treatments and training at the summit in one place, you know.
Yes. And so everybody always wants to know, right? These are going to be some rough numbers, but around how much can they make per client, right? I know it's going to be different depending on what serums and which treatments, but just a general amount so they can have an idea of per client you guys can be making.
Well, it depends on your demographic and you want to be competitive,
Yeah.
you know. If you're not competitive, I'm not saying to undersell yourself
Oh,
or be
oh yeah,
cheap. We're talking about, I always say to people to aim from medium to premium
no. Okay.
pricing, yeah, depending on your demographic. And I would say you're making a minimum $500 markup per treatment, minimum, depending on the quantity that the client wants.
Okay.
So that, I mean, the profit margin's great. I mean, and the treatment doesn't take more than an hour once you get your hand at it. So if you're making
So
a $500
an
profit,
hour,
it's
yeah.
lovely, you
Yeah.
know, and it's there, you know, but people want to come to quality technique, safe quality,
Yes.
good technique, you know, and I'll be teaching on how to stay within safe parameters. There's lots of stuff going on the social media about BBLs having a funny smell, BBLs bursting or migrating, and these are because they're that irresponsible injection, and we're gonna teach you how to stay within ethical boundaries, in healthy safe boundaries, and you can do butt fillers and biostimulators in that area and get beautiful results in a very safe manner, you know.
Yes, yes,
So,
absolutely. Okay,
yeah.
awesome. And then I know that you're going to go really tight into the techniques because you're so passionate about the treatments and techniques. But what other value will they be getting out of the course?
So in all my courses, I teach business. So I'll teach them, once you've learnt the technique and you'll get your hand on it, it'll be recapping on things that you know, but giving you the extra edge and refreshing you on that, for the science and the health and safety. That's a standard, okay? So we'll get you in a good routine of delivering the treatment.
Yes,
But all my course, what's the point in knowing how to deliver the treatment if you don't know how to sell the treatment?
it's
And
true.
this is going to be a real tool that I'm going to teach in my talk at the summit, which is going to give great value and put things into perspective on how to do things, and how to watertight your business. But I also will teach you how we're going to get this treatment out there.
Yeah,
Like, it's great now, you know how to do it, but how are you going to get it out there? And sometimes it's just little simple gaps to fill that gets you there. So there'll be that value too, because we're not here to just do it and take on crazy client expectations without making money. We want
right.
to make money, so I'll be teaching those bits. There's a holistic
Yeah.
approach to teaching.
Yes. And then just to be clear, because we talked a lot about like lemon bottle and needleless things, but what you are teaching is injections with cannula. So you want to talk a little bit more about the tools?
Yeah, so we will be using a 14 gauge cannula, quite a big cannula, 50 millimeters. So it's important to know that this is not your easy treatment. So it is a technical treatment, and you do need a baseline qualification for it. So it will be for your medical practitioners, and so they need to be allowed to use a cannula, which I want to highlight, and that so that they're covered. I don't
Yes.
want them to come into a course and not knowing this. I teach all injectables with needle and cannula. So that is my specialism, is injection mastery. And so they're the techniques. And personally, I love the cannula. It's a great tool to get fantastic results. So that's what I teach. But it's important to know that there needs to be a baseline qualification to attend that course.
Yes, yeah. And so, just like with any course, right, we tell everybody make sure that you know what the qualifications are before you take the class. And if you have any questions, y'all can just call us, say, hey, I'm interested in taking this class. What qualifications do I need? That applies across the board. So if anyone has questions about who can do which services, you can always DM us. You can DM Nita, and we'll answer any
Absolutely.
questions that you guys have. So absolutely, if you're like,
Oh
wait,
yeah,
I'm not
very
sure.
welcome to DM me,
Yes.
very welcome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I can go through it. You know, our laws in UK are different to USA, and I do, and anything, you know, Lindsay knows all the specifics as well,
Yeah.
but we know that our practitioners will have to have that baseline, and so that's important. But apart from that, they're still going to attending the summit. They're going to get incredible value from the speakers that are there, so
Yes.
it's quite
Absolutely.
exciting.
And so then what are some of the, like, you guys you've trained worldwide. I mean, you have been everywhere. So what are some of the, I guess, unique approaches when it comes to you teaching the injection mastery? What is something that's different in what you do?
So the way I've laid out all my programs is that all the theory is online, and I've got demo videos, I've got lots of different learning materials online, which is accessible for a whole year for all the practitioners that come onto my course, which is great because you go through it and it's step by step, and you can't move on to the next one until you've done the first
Yeah.
one, and then they've got access to it for the whole year, so until they feel proficient, they've got the access to it. So my focus is on the training days when you're with me, is we get stuck in and we are
Yes.
doing practical and practical and practical. And I think lots of courses that they can miss that because they're trying to cram in the theory and the practical on the same day. But why do that when you can do your theory around your children, around
Yeah.
your other job,
Yeah.
and do it in your own time, where it's actually, you're not under the pressure of me looking over you, you're absorbing it. So this is
Yeah.
how I lay out my programs. And then also the program itself, I try and cut out as much jargon as possible, so I'm getting to the point in nuggets and it's easy to understand and follow.
Yeah.
um and then I focus on the practical, so that it's real, it's a real experience where the practitioner feels like they're getting a lot from it,
Yeah.
you know.
Got you.
So
Awesome. Now, some of you guys know, but some of you don't. In addition to Nita coming in and speaking on stage and then also doing the certification classes, when they buy a ticket to the summit, they're also going to get the webinar with you, and that's going to be 2 weeks after the
yeah.
summit. So I tell people, like, it's the summit that keeps giving, like, you get more afterwards.
Yeah, well, we want to
So
give our students value as well.
yes. So tell me a little bit more about what they can expect when they take the webinar with you.
Okay, so um I should probably giving you a bit more background. So originally I was a skincare specialist, which is great for um the practitioners that will attend, because I teach the injectable techniques of skincare as well,
Yeah.
which is through mesotherapy and skin boosters. And there's two amazing products that are launching soon. One is for scars, which is great for post-op scars, mummy makeovers, breast enhancements, burns, really good for
Mm,
burns,
okay.
really good for the pitted acne scar, and amazing for stretch marks. And these are mesotherapy using a papule technique to put the serum just under the skin. So it is injectable. So again, your practitioners will be need to be authorized to use a needle, but if we're using a very small one and just under the skin. But for the practitioners that can't use that,
Mhm.
you can use a dermapen with the same serum and
Yes.
still get incredible results.
Okay.
So both the serums you can use that way, and that is the seminar that I'll be giving two
Okay.
weeks later.
Awesome. So see you guys. Like I said, the summit is the gift that keeps giving. You get more than just those, 2 days with us. You're also going to get the webinar with Nita and more time to increase your expertise in so many different ways. And then, Nita, from the talk that you're going to be doing, I know that you have seen so many different practitioners. You've seen different businesses grow and thrive, some that have not, right? There are always, common gaps when it comes to practitioners. And so, my question is, how will your talk help to fill some of those gaps?
So that's a really good question, because the gap is the informed consent. Let me explain a little bit about the informed consent. It needs to be enough information for the client to make a balanced decision on coming for the treatment. And often this is very thin process, and this is something I've seen with all the practitioners around what I've taught, and what we're taught is how to execute the treatment. We're taught about the science of the treatment. We might even be taught a few marketing tips, but we're not actually taught exactly what to put in this particular form to protect, yes, the client, but to protect the business and to protect the practitioner. Now the
Practitioner,
thing is,
yeah.
we are, yeah, and it's just a step-by-step guide I'm going to give, because if I come to your clinic and I'm having a new treatment, especially invasive or somewhat invasive,
Right,
I
like
need to know the
hip dip
benefits.
treatment, yeah.
Yeah, I need to know the benefits and the risks and outweigh it in my own mind to think I'm willing to take the risk for the benefit. And this needs to be communicated in a wholesome manner, which covers you, that I gave you all the options, but yet you still consented. So you knew the risk, you still consented. You knew that I can't guarantee you results, but you still were happy to go ahead with the
Right,
treatment.
right.
You knew that the results can vary from person to person, but you still went ahead with the treatment. And
Yeah,
these are really important aspects to consider. And I'll go through that step by step on where to put it and how to put it. So
yeah.
that's what's going to be included in this talk. And then you've got a watertight system that you're not getting silly complaints or attempts to get a refund off of, oh,
Yeah, there,
my lips weren't big enough,
chargebacks. Yeah,
this is
yeah. Definitely is
common.
something that people need to know more about in their business, how to overcome those.
And also illegitimate chargebacks. If you've got a proper contract, because your informed consent is going to be your contract, and if you've got that in place, you can challenge these illegitimate chargebacks and people attempting to defraud your business and stuff like that. You've got the signature, you've got the identity. It sounds overwhelming because people are not taught this process thoroughly enough, but it's actually quite a straightforward process that once you learn it, you're going to be on fire. And if you build that foundation of the tree, your tree will flourish. So that's what I'm going to give on the talk, and it will be going through it all.
Okay, got you, got you. Well, I'm excited to have you. And how long have you been doing the hip dip and butt augmentation services? And like, what's one of the best things that you love about it? Because for me, it's stuff like that. I just love seeing the client be so happy with their results. And but what is it for you? How long have you been doing it? And then when you're
So
doing the treatment,
hip dip, and like I've been doing cannula techniques I've been in the industry 27 years, and all my needle techniques started off about 20 years ago when I got into needle techniques, and then I'd say advanced cannula techniques were about 5 years ago, and in that would be the butt fillers and cannula. I am a whiz with cannula. So doing but butt fillers demand has grown a lot more in the past, say, year.
okay.
So we're doing a lot more of these treatments, and the satisfaction rate is really high, especially with the clients that come in and they're quite conscious. It's all about bootylicious now, and the
Yes.
satisfaction rate is quite high. And as long as you're staying within safe parameters, it's not a treatment that you can get wrong if you're staying safe.
Yeah.
But the one thing, it's a buildable treatment. You build and build and build. So I've got a very rich career with experience, and a good hand at it. So I've got lots to give in my teachings.
Well,
So
that's
they're in good hands.
awesome. And you guys, we're gonna put up the link now for the classes so that you guys can see like how to sign up for the classes. And we're also gonna put the link for the summit tickets because of course you gotta get your ticket to the summit if you want to come to this exclusive class. But for those of you guys who are just joining us, we are here with Miss Nita McAvoy today talking about the hip dip and butt filler augmentation class that she's going to be teaching at the summit, and also talking about the informed consent talk that she's going to be doing. We are super excited to have her come from the UK to share her expertise with us in so many different facets of business, because you got to know how to do the services, but you also have to know how to protect yourself, protect that
Yeah,
client while in business.
yeah.
So you're
Manage
going to be covering
expectations.
a lot.
Yeah, I think a big part of our industry is managing expectations, and that's going to be
Yes,
covered. But
absolutely.
I know that maybe Lindsay, your practitioners that are attending, they may be really excited to get on board. But there is a payment plan for all our courses as well, isn't there? So
Yes, correct. And so that, I mean, that's a great point. So we're putting up the links for the summit and for the classes. The summit tickets start off at $39, but the classes start off, I believe, at $9.99. And if you guys are like, I really want to get into this, I want to know how to do it, how to do it correctly, and get the best results, but I just don't have the money right now. That has never been a hindrance for us, you guys. So if you go click on any of the links that Raina's putting up right now, you'll see that we accept Klarna, Afterpay, PayPal credit. There's a lot of different ways. So that should never be your hindrance. And I personally like PayPal credit when I first got started with my business, because anything that you finance, you have it's 0% interest. You have 6 months to pay it off, and you pay it off however you want. And if you're making $500 an hour, you're paying yourself off in what, 2.5 clients?
yeah.
You know, it's pretty easy to do it if you implement what you're gonna
Yeah,
learn.
and the demand is there. The
Yeah,
demand is there. I
that
mean,
it is.
we are in that culture. We want to be body beautiful, and the great thing is about doing hip dip and butt augmentations. You've got room to do promotional launch offers. There's
Yes,
room because the
yes.
profit margin is good. So practitioners mustn't worry about how they're going to launch, because I'll be giving them all the information and ideas on that. So I think this summit is going to be exciting. Like, I don't need any courses, but if I was a student, I'd be like on it.
Yes, absolutely. And so now we have come to the part, two things. If you guys have any questions, throw them out there now so that we can answer them for you. But in addition to the questions, it's giveaway time. We're always giving something special away when we have our amazing speakers coming in with us. So the rules are simple, you guys. And Nita doesn't know I'm doing this. But what you have to do is two things, right? You've got to follow the Academy page, follow Nita's page. We're both right there, right? So you got to be following both of us. You have to tag 3 people on this video, 3 people who you think need to take this class or need to join the summit this year. So tag 3 people, and then I am going to be giving anybody who buys a ticket between today and tomorrow, because I know y'all be like, I just saw the video. If you buy a ticket between today and tomorrow, I'm going to give you $100 off of any and all classes that you sign up for during the summit. So if you
That's
buy
great.
a ticket, whether it is, the general or VIP, you're going to get $100 off of any class that you want to take at the summit. Um, okay, so this is a great question. This is why I love questions. She said, this is Miss Jody. She's already in the house at the summit with us. She said, I want to confirm your class is also for non-invasive BBL fillers. That is not correct. Nita's class is going to be
Injectable.
teaching cannula and injection techniques. If you want non-invasive techniques, that will be Miss Coy's class. So it is very important to know that if you are not an injector, you cannot use needles in your state, then you don't want to sign up for her class. There is
Yeah.
a non-invasive one. Hers goes very much in depth with cannulas, needles, the stuff that's just revolutionizing the butt right
Oh
now.
yeah, and
So yeah,
you need to be permitted to be able to use that. You just don't want to invest in something that's you're not going to be able to use. So that's important. And just a
yes,
shout out to all my USA practitioners. I'm coming over to you. So
yes.
I'm looking forward to meeting. I've got lots of USA practitioners that have taken my courses. So I hopefully meet them. This is a great
Yes, it's your
opportunity.
opportunity to meet them in person.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it's
that's
great. Yeah.
awesome, you guys. So I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. And I'm going to repeat this giveaway one more time. Okay, so anybody who is watching us live or who watches this video over the next 48 hours, what's today? Wednesday. So Wednesday, so Thursday, on Friday, I'm cutting it off. But anybody that buys a ticket, right, for any of the summit tickets, general or VIP, will get $100 off of any of the certification classes that they want to take at the But also, I want to recap that you do not have to take any paid certification classes. The 2-day summit includes the welcome party. It includes Nita's consent form talk. It includes other demos. We got skin tag demos. We have microneedling, all kinds of fun stuff that is completely included in the $69 and $99 ticket. But then we also have those certification classes, and no matter what you are doing, we offer financing. Even if you need financing for the $69 ticket, you just hit the Klarna button or Afterpay button, and it'll give it to you. So if you guys have any questions for us, please feel free to DM myself or Anita. The staff will answer any questions as quickly as we can. And we are so excited to welcome you guys to the 4th annual Beautypreneur Summit with this amazing woman who is flying in from the UK to give you guys the expertise you need to elevate your business to the next level. So thank you so much for joining me today, Miss Nita, and I'm excited to see you here. Look, here all the way from the UK. I cannot wait to see you in person.
Oh, I can't wait to be over. Thank you so much for having me.
All righty. Well, I know it's late there, so you can go get ready for bed now.
Thank you.
All righty. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.